60 pounds of pressure right there. Ah! What's up, everybody? Reedland Tucker, BodyMountain.com. Today, I'm gonna get my workout in here in a little bit, but I'm going to take the time to do some therapeutic and some warming up kind of things. All right, so this is stuff that the maintenance, as we call it. This stuff is very important, and I'm going to show you some tools and devices that you can get that are actually going to be really helpful for helping get your muscles relaxed. You know one reason why they get tight? Your muscles are pissed, right? Maybe they've been overworked or they haven't been properly stretched or foam rolled in a long time, and maybe you've been running marathons for a long time. You got achy knees, achy quads, and you think, oh, I can reach down and touch my toes, but that doesn't mean that your muscles aren't tight. Okay, so I'm gonna show you some stuff you can do to help that inflammation, get the muscles to relax, and then stretch and get more flexible. So what happens is your muscles, they actually can get kind of tight. You've heard of muscle knots. So we have to apply enough pressure, kind of beat it up a little bit to get it to relax, and then we'll stretch. So before I do Body Mountain Boot Camp, before I have a client do their session, we always stretch warm muscles. So I'm gonna show you some stuff that I do to kind of get things warmed up and then get blood flowing, and then we'll stretch. I'll walk you through that, okay? And this is in real time. I'm doing this right now for myself. Well, but I'm gonna go ahead and make a video about it. Okay, BodyMountain.com. What am I holding right here? This is a Theragun. This is next level. Okay, so this is something that is actually gonna apply 60 pounds of pressure like per second, okay? I forget how many times per second, honestly. I need to look that up. I'll put some text here that tells you. This, we have a spiky. I'm starting with like the highest level and kind of going down, okay? So this is a spiky foam roll, all right? A foam roller. And I'll get some shots of me doing this. You can apply your body weight to it and go nice and slow, all right, on the muscles, whatever the muscle is. What happens is, like you see, these are a bunch of strands, a bunch of fibers, and you've heard of muscle knots, like I just mentioned earlier, they get tangled up. So you apply enough pressure to it, get it to relax, and then we'll stretch. You can get more of a relaxed or squishy foam roll. It's not quite as intense, okay? So as like the spiky, and this one's a lot more solid, okay? So it's not quite as intense. If you need to start there, if your muscles are really tight, really pissed off and like they hurt, you can apply something like this. Okay, the squishy foam roll. Your back is tight. We have this guy, the yoga wheel. One of my favorite exercises if you really want some back relief. It's really good to actually have a curvature to your back, being able to open up the chest and have that flexibility. Okay, this is a good back relief and a good way to foam roll your entire back. Tennis ball, it's soft. Now I have balls that are that are harder, that I don't actually have present with me, but I'm gonna put a clip in. I've used it right here on another video, where you can actually watch that whole video of me showing you how to foam roll your chest, foam roll your shoulder, back. But also a tennis ball is a great way to do that because it's not quite as hard and it does squish a little bit. But you can apply this like into a wall, like right here, let me show you, like that. And you can move it around wherever you need to on the shoulder, or you can put it right here in the back. If you got a knot in your back, walk into the wall and you can get into whatever that knot is and take the time. And these are great because it's almost, as opposed to the Theragun I love because it gets it done pretty quickly, right? This is a little bit more slow and you can really get those knots to, you can press into it and get those knots to release, okay? So those are just some devices. So you can use a tennis ball, baseball, foam rolling ball, massage ball, and then the Theragun. I'm gonna use the Theragun today, and I'm gonna get some clips of this. It's probably gonna be a little bit humorous. Okay, here we go, next thing. Biceps femoris right in the middle, baby. And then, okay, this is gonna look kind of funny. I'm gonna go ahead and get into my psoas or psoas, okay, AKA the hip flexor. So there's a group of muscles that make up the hip flexor. If you look right here, look at that. It's right along the spine and it comes all the way across the hip bone and it wraps around and it's gonna get here in front, okay? So I'm actually gonna get inside. These are also called your adductors. You have a bunch of adductor muscles like your adductor brevis, adductor longus, you have your gracilis. So those also, a lot of muscles are gonna connect here to your thoracolumbar fascia. Fascia is what keeps the muscle together, all right? So you don't wanna do the fascia, you wanna get the muscles to relax, okay? So all of these are going to be, that's why I might have lower back pain, is all these muscles are really tight and they're connected there into the center of the lower back. You don't want to apply foam rolling or the Theragun to fascia or bands like the IT band, you don't want to do it on the side of the leg. You don't want to do this. All right, you don't foam roll your back, you don't foam roll the fascia, and you don't go completely to the side and foam roll your IT band, okay? That's the things you don't do. Even though it hurts, and you think, oh, I need to apply pressure where it hurts, that's not a muscle, okay? It's something that bands the muscles together. So not right here in the center of the back, right here is okay on the sides, okay? So I'm actually gonna apply some pressure there, and we're gonna go through the body, and yes, it's gonna be a little bit funny. I know I'm doing it, I know, it's funny. Ooh. Ah. Yeah! Vastus lateralis, as they say, the outer thigh sweep. Oh. No, I'm not doing the IT band. I'm right on the edge there. Yeah! Okay. I'm also going to get my calves. But before I go any further, I'm going to show you the upper body as well. So you have your pectoralis. It originates here at the sternum. It's going to cross over and it actually connects to your humerus or your upper arm bone. A lot of muscles are going to end up being right here at the shoulder. So that's why if you have really tight pecs or if this gets injured, it can actually, makes your whole shoulder can get pissed. Or if you're really tight biceps, that's pulling on the shoulder. So it's a good idea to foam roll your chest and your bicep, okay? So I have actually been recovering from a shoulder injury on this side, a pec impingement as they call it. And I'm finally over that I've been using a lot of CBD. I bumped up to 3,000 milligrams. It's an overall anti-inflammatory. I can't recommend it enough. It's tremendous. So I use the tincture, do that every morning. That's been really helpful, but also doing this more frequently. So I did shoulders last night. And you can get your back by reaching across. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go get my calves. Wow. You feel already, I just feel like everything's looser and you just feel a little tingle throughout your whole body, like everything's a little more relaxed. One reason I like it is because you're not having to sit on your calves. You can you're sticking a gun into it. And I'm more inclined to do it by myself as opposed to getting out a foam roll. It just sounds so much more arduous sitting down and doing it on an actual foam roll. But this, I can run it all through my body, get everything a little more loosened up, and then stretch. All right, welcome to the floor with me here at Body Mountain. So, we got the tennis ball. This will actually, I'll apply this more to a wall in a little bit. But what I'm gonna show you is I'm gonna show you right now, this guy, the yoga wheel. Again, really helpful for helping open up the back. You wanna start with it right here in the center of the back. Go ahead and lay back, come up like this. And so you actually wanna get right in the center of the back. And you can kind of move it gently in between the shoulder blades and then move it the opposite direction. And you want to try to get it where it gets to the center of the back. And you can open up the hips and just relax and then gently move. So this is a way that you can foam roll your lower back, okay? I know I just counseled you to not foam roll your lower back or not apply the Theragun. That's true, but this is the entire spine, okay? So this is actually one cheat is to, if you want to relax the lower back or hit that specifically, use one of these guys. So there you have it, yoga wheel. You've been told to not foam roll your lower back, but this is one way around that, literally. Haha. I talked about the spiky foam roll, okay? So I usually start it around my knee, a little bit above, more than the halfway point, and then gently apply, pressure, okay? Apply your body weight, and then you'll move nice and slow. And then you can open up to the side a little bit, hit the vastus lateralis, and then maybe open up on the inside. And this is something really is very important, is opening up on the inside. Obviously, you'll hit the vastus medialis, but then if you open up more, you're getting the adductors. These get tight quite often, and a lot of times people can neglect actually foam rolling the hips because it does look a little goofy. I mean, you just have to do it. And you're gonna feel that tightness right there where the psoas crosses the hip. See, I'm opened up all the way to the side now. I'm all the way inside my leg. And I know it looks like I'm groping, a foam roller, but get over it. Like I said, slow. It's like, imagine if you had someone, a massage therapist, taking their thumbs and applying slowly to get digging deep. And so that's what you can accomplish when using these tools as opposed to the Theragun. Now I'm gonna go ahead and sit on my hamstring. So when you're doing the hamstring, I usually, start right about here, and then you'll elevate on your palms and slowly move it back and forth. And lastly, calves. Ooh, you know what? Instead of me actually using the tennis ball on my shoulders and all that, because I got to get to my workout here, I'm getting really hungry, I'm just going to cut to that footage I shot previously in Body Mountain Phase 2. Okay, so you can watch that whole video if you want to. So that's all with the foam rolling, and then the squishy one, a little bit softer. It's not quite, if you have an area that's really tight, it's not going to be as painful. Okay, now we got to stretch. All right, that is it on foam rolling and the Theragun, getting the muscles to relax before stretching, okay? Getting rid of knots. If you wanna know more about the stretches, please be sure to click on the next video, and I highly recommend that you watch it. It is so vital to be stretching and to stay flexible, okay, to avoid injury. And more, it's good to be flexible. So be sure to click on this next video, okay, and watch that. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Reland Tucker, bodymountain.com.